Yeah, I would say I think this is actually more of a business decision than it is a technical, right? It's essentially, I think I would kind of frame it as, what are you prioritizing, right? Are you prioritizing that optimal security? Are you prioritizing, being able to talk to the other party? Do you have control of the other party? Obviously, if you control the other party, it becomes a much easier, right, thing than if you don't. So I think it's going to be a business decision. And I think we talked a little bit about sort of being flexible and, sort of policy-driven approach. I think from a policy perspective, you want to have the granularity to be able to control this almost connection. So before, like I mentioned, TLS, right? So for instance, like TLS connections, right? I mean, you can decide this basically connection by connection. If you're talking to another party, maybe that's actually endpoint you control. Sure, right? I mean, if you're able to just go ahead and adopt a policy that we're only going to talk, quantum resistant algorithms. But if you need to talk to some party that you don't control, you should probably talk to them about, if they can. But, if it's important for you to be able to talk to them for that particular connection, you may allow to basically downgrade to classical for the time being. But I think this is going to be more of a business decision than it is a technical
Have you
one.
developed a mitigation answer rather than a migration answer in this space for one of your customers? Have you said, don't worry about the crypto part of this, there's something else you can do to protect the threat? Is that a maturity yet in your own companies or for your clients that you've offered? And anybody can answer this. And if nobody answers, that's an okay question to leave hanging.
Well, I'll just kind of mention that right now it seems like there's some focus in the industry on sort of like proxying approaches. And basically like, well, if you are not able to remediate at the source or the endpoint or it's too complicated, you can use, basically like a tunneling solution to essentially get crypto resiliency somewhat, easily, right? So there's multiple solutions. So I kind of look at it as, I guess, as a mitigate and not necessarily remediate, so